Why Kai Cenat suddenly became hated. This is on topic with what we were just talking about. With Streamer University, yeah, I could have applied to be a professor, but I just think that it's going to be more content driven than actually teaching. But even then, I think it's better that he's doing that because it's free versus streamers that do like, have you seen, it's mainly TikTokers if we're going to be fucking for real. Have you seen the TikTokers that do like paid, like teaching services where they're going to like give you advice on how to be a streamer or like a social media star? That is a fucking clear cut and dry scam. That is, I'm sorry. If you need to pay $80 a month for a fucking service to teach you how to be an influencer, I got to say this right now, you're not going to succeed as a fucking influencer. Number one, you could fucking figure out whatever the hell they're going to teach you on Google, or any other, just go to a streamer, send them fucking 300 bits and be like, hey man, give me advice. And they'll fucking give you advice. It's way easier to do that than pay for some fucking program that a TikToker with 1 million followers has. You know how, I'm not trying to be a dick when I say this. On the scale of being an influencer, getting 1 million followers on TikTok is not impressive. It's impressive, but in the streamer verse of who you would pay to get advice from, do not pay some random TikToker that fell off $100 to teach you his clear cookie cutter method on how he fucking got big, when that might not work for you and he got big. Dude, you could have 4 videos blow up on TikTok and have 1 million followers. You? Yeah, bro. If you can clip the farm the out of TikTok. Even then, yeah, the Griffin method. Where it speeds up and slows down your voice? Yeah, that's a thing too. No, I don't think you should pay anybody for social media advice. But if you are, don't pay a TikToker. Pay somebody that's like Kai. Kai would probably have better advice.
Day as a content.
Anyways, now starting the video.
Imagine waking up one day as a content creator and out of nowhere, the internet's decided you're cringy and fake. Not because of some crazy scandal, not because you said anything wild, just because a few random TikToks went viral calling you annoying and cringy. And if you think that's insane, that's what the internet is currently doing to Kai Cenat. For those of you who don't know who Kai Cenat is, even though I'm pretty sure all of you do, he's pretty much one of the most popular streamers in the world of all time. He's broken Twitch records, won streamer of the year back to back, like he's basically—
I would say the only streamer that is bigger than Kai is Speed. Just Kai's more known in the US in terms of like viewership and sponsors and stuff. Speed is just worldwide. Queso, not even close. Nobody knows Queso comparable to Kai or Speed. Speed has worldwide recognition. I think Kai makes more money. Kai's audience is all US people, and having a higher US percentage audience makes you more money because you're going to get more ad revenue. Me having viewers, and this is not me being mean, I'm just being real. Like 68% of my audience is from the US. 32% is from Australia, UK, Philippines, random other countries that kind of, fill up that rest of the percent. Those people are not worth money in the ad space. If you are a viewer from like fucking Bulgaria and you watch me, ad companies don't want to pay me for your view, because you're not going to buy their products. When I get sponsored, almost all of the ad space on social media is from American companies. So unless you're in your audience that's North American, meaning Canadian and US, maybe Mexico, that's where like all of the ad space is generated. Like all the companies that you see that sponsor creators, whether it be on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, they all want US people, because US people tend to be the highest consumers. They buy the most products. They're the most easy to get to marketing wise.
Basically reached every achievement a streamer could achieve and done everything a streamer could do.
So how do UK streamers make money? They still get ad revenue. They still get paid. Like being in the English audience space as well gets you more money. But I would argue that if you have 5K viewers as a UK streamer, you make 1/2 as much as a US streamer that has 5K viewers off ads, not ad revenue. I'm not saying like when you hit the funny money button on Twitch and you run an ad. I'm saying outward companies that source you as creators. Raid Shadow Legends, fucking Morgan & Morgan, Raycon. Like, they want usually US audiences.
And when you actually take a look at all of his feats, I don't think it would be crazy to say that people love.
What about UK ad companies? They might run with UK, they might, but it's like there's less. Like a lot of companies that you know of that you see ads for are US based. And even ones that aren't, like China, go US. Always. Like I work with a lot of Chinese companies. Like when I do gaming, like almost every mobile game ad you've ever seen me do, or basically every mobile game ad you've played is Chinese. It's all of them are made in China, ran by China. They might have American investors, but they're Chinese companies.
Kai Cenat.
You're yapping? I don't give a fuck. This is fun to talk about. Clash of Clans? I think Clash of Clans is, yeah, no, that's like Nordic, like Finnish.
But nowadays,
that's different though. I'm talking about like those, like, not like non-mainstream games.
if you look throughout social media, you wouldn't even think that's the case. If you look throughout social media right now, this clip is just one of many. It seems like in the span of a week, hundreds to thousands of TikToks have sprung up of everybody now deciding to hate on Kai Cenat.
You know what it is? People like thinking they are niche. When I got like bigger, I saw comments and videos talking about how like they can't watch me anymore because I'm too big. Like people, when something goes mainstream, it's no longer cool. If everybody does it, it's not cool. And that follows like a big group of people. And so I think Kai's gotten so big that now it's like not cool to watch Kai. Like if you watch Kai, that's not cool. You're not big. I'm not saying I'm as big as Kai. I'm saying that's what happens. Kai's gotten so big that people are like, nah, this is cringe. Nah, this is... It's like, you know when Mr. Beast makes... You know when a meme happens and then Mr. Beast makes a video about it and he's like, hey, yeah, Big Chungus. And it's Nolan and him and then it kills the meme. It's like the same thing. It's like Kai does something and Kai's so big that it's like, now it's not cool because Kai did it. Because it's not niche. You're not a part of something. Because now everybody knows.
Calling him fake, saying he fakes his laughs and reactions, calling him cringe and annoying, and basically anything.
It's how he got big, bro. I mean, you got to think, like, Kai probably has one of the younger audiences on the Twitch platform. He has to appeal to his chat. And so he's going to see the vibe that they're giving off, and he's going to change accordingly. Like, he has to mold his personality.
Under the sun that could incite some kind of downfall. And it pretty much all started from people hating on his reaction to things, saying he's fake laughing or laughing too hard, and he's completely just faking it for the stream and doesn't actually find anything he's laughing at funny.
Yo, I'm gonna be in shape by December.
I mean, I laugh mad hard at some of the videos that I watch, but I'm genuinely laughing. Like, I can't fake a laugh. I could laugh at something and then maybe laugh harder on stream. But if I don't think something's funny, I'm not gonna laugh at it. Try? How do I try and laugh? How do you cap? How do I try? Like, okay, tell me a joke. You got it. I need something to read. Fart. That's not funny. No, see, now you're making me upset. How do I fake laugh? It's unauthentic. It's unauthentic. It's close, but it's not there. That's not it. That's not what I would normally laugh like. It's like matching the tone, but not like my genuine, like, oh, that's funny.
All right, I'm not gonna lie.
Kai laughed for you.
That one was kind of crazy. So as you can see, there's a trend going on right now. People are clipping some of the most over-exaggerated moments from his streams and using them to make fun of him online. With captions like, okay Kai, now overreact to this text message like it's a Marvel post-credit scene. Or you have the captions like, laugh in 3, 2, 1 #streamer. And look, I'm not gonna lie, some of these are a little bit funny. But do you guys want
The one that's funny that I saw was when he is like clearly looking at something else and then midway he like full pauses and just goes like this and stares at his chat and then resumes. But I don't know, like it's funny, but at the same time, like you have to do that as a streamer. Like you're gonna have to read chat. You have to see what they're saying. Like, but I think sometimes he does get like, I don't know. I think the difference with other streamers and Kai is Kai doesn't really like reference his chat a lot of the time. He's just looking at how they're reacting and then continuing what he was doing. Like when I look at chat, I'm reading chat and I'm like, somebody said, no offense, that's probably why you aren't as big. What? Because I don't do what Kai does? What the fuck do you mean? What? Because I'm not reacting like Kai? What do you mean? Well, no, I think it's like, what I was saying is I read chat. Like when I look at chat, I'm like glancing and I'm trying to find something that I can like respond to. But I feel like a lot of the time when Kai's streaming, he's reading chat just to see how they're reacting, not to actually like interact with them.
Want to know what's more insane than some of these captions? The comment sections. Some of these comment sections are absolutely wild. And just by taking a look at some of these comments on this post, you have top comments like Kai Cenat hate with a heart emoji. Why are we hearting people's downfalls? Or Kai finally getting hate with a heart.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like fucked, but I think part of the problem with breaking into the top 20 streamer base is you then inherit all of the new brain rot kids. Because children don't know how to choose, and so they always just go with what's most popular because that's like a natural thing in their brain because they want to be a part of something that's big. So kids that get into Twitch are going to watch Kai, Queso, Stable Ronaldo, Lacey, Jason the Ween, your age. Like, they're gonna watch the top 10 guys, the FaZe dudes. Like, it's not, they still have their own core audience, but then they basically, like, inherit, like, 30% of just, like, Twitch. Like, they just get Twitch. So, because when you go on Twitch, because the recommendation tab is so wrong, or so bad to recommend things, they don't really like pick streamers. They just watch the most popular people. And so that's how that's a lot of their fan base as well. And so I think people don't like that because if you are a dedicated viewer of like Lacey or Kai or your age or something, you're also seeing those chatters that are like, you know, like bandwagoners. That's the best example. Like, they're fake fans. They're fake fans. A lot of the people that watch those big streamers they don't fuck with their content. They just do it because they're big. They don't know what to watch, and so they just watch people that are big. XQC genuinely funny, though. XQC's different. XQC's been in the streamer space for, like, fucking 15 years. XQC's followers aren't watching him because he's XQC. Like, or because he's big. They're watching him because he's XQC. His audience is, like, been watching him for fucking 10 years.
Been waiting for Kai Cenat hate. The world is healing. What are we healing from? Like, I've never seen this many people praying for what?
XQC's not funny. There's some funny clips of him. I think part of the problem with streamers that are XQC big is they stream too fucking long, man. Like, somebody's got to do it. Bro, you can't be entertaining for 15 hours straight. I'm sorry. It's just not. No one. That's the prime stream time. If you watch streamers is like 3 to 6 hours. If I stream for 15 fucking hours, you get so burnt out and you're like not talking the whole time. Because it's not, you can't just like be ingrained and like zoned in that long. Moist Critical's silent for half of his streams. Like, I love Moist Critical. I love his YouTube videos. We were talking about this yesterday. It's the same thing. That's why, like, there's two different categories of streamers that are doing cut down shit for YouTube and, like, small entertainment stuff. And then there's just streamers like Summit who stream for, like, 20 hours straight.
One man's downfall in my life.
It's finally happening. The Kai Cenat hate train is finally starting, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't like hating on people. That's just not in my character, bro. But I guess enough is enough. People are realizing that he's a fucking fraud. And that none of the reactions he does, bro, are literally genuine. None of them, bro. There's literally so many clips of him just being a total jackass, being loud for no apparent reason. And people are just...
That's like every streamer, though. That's like top 10 streamers right now. Like, all of them. That's like, outside of like Queso. Like, you just clip farm. They clip farm. Because that's how they cycle their audience. They're not YouTubers. The top streamers are streamers and like streamers alone. They're big in the streamer space. I was talking like a lot of the FaZe guys about this. They're huge on Twitch, but it's hard. Like, they're trying to break into YouTube because YouTube's great to cycle people through. But unless you're like Queso, where Queso has the same massive audience he has on Twitch on YouTube, the only way you're going to get more viewers is getting clipped. And to get clipped, you need to be exaggerating your shit.
Fed up. What's the point of becoming a streamer if you're not genuine and being genuine with your followers? For example, his whole music taste is fake. He is the embodiment.
Oh yeah, I believe that he didn't fuck with that Playboi Carti album. I can't sit there and genuinely believe that anybody listened to that Playboi Carti album and was like, yeah, that shit was fire. I can't. Any of the streamers that listen to that shit, I'm like, bro, this is not it. Like, a few of the songs are good, but like the whole, I've been seeing some streamers that listen to that shit and they were like, yeah, this shit was like a 9.5 out of 10.
Of what
The whole album? Bro, the whole album. There's like 30 fucking songs on it.
Rap Caviar listeners listen to. Bruce was right. I see why Bruce don't fuck with him, bro. Anytime an artist is popping, he doesn't do it because he discovered it on his own.
This is also not a theory. This is just something that I need to mention as well. And it's gonna be true of some things. Some streamers get paid under the table to promote music. Like, that's just kind of not talked about much in the streamer space. By the FTC rules, when you're promoting something, you have to say it's an ad. Like no, I've been reached out by music companies to do ads, and they say don't say it's an ad. Fuck no, that's illegal. But it's like, nobody's really gonna check you on it, but they'll do that. And so I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if there are a lot of streamers that are taking, 10, 20, 30K to be like, I really fuck with this song, guys. This is the shit. You need to listen to fucking blah, blah, blah by so-and-so. And it's like some random ass artist you ain't ever heard of before, but they fuck with them like heavy for no reason. And the music kind of seems mid, but it's like, okay, well, he says it's fire, so it's fire. Like, and it's not hashtag ad. Like, bro, you could see through that shit sometimes, especially on TikTok. TikTok is where that, like, the illegal music promos happen the most. I'm not going to say any companies or anything, but like a lot of like labels and shit will be paying people, 3, 4, 5K to just listen to a song and just fucking say they like it. I think the memes about Kai are kind of funny, but at the same time, the people that are like actually hating on Kai for this just like being haters because they're upset they're not where he is. That's a big thing on social media. People that just put down other people. Hey, you probably have friends for it. Like, we're friends. Like, you probably know someone that if you came to them and you were like, yeah, man, I got this, they wouldn't congratulate you. They'd find some way to tear it down because they haven't succeeded in anything. So they just they fucking hate people that have had any fucking sliver of success.
He's doing it because
they're envious. Now, I'm not saying this guy. He's just commentating on it.
Using money off the shit. Like, just a few months ago, he was not tapped in with the underground at all. Now all of a sudden, he got Osama's son and Nespin in his playlist. Nobody's believing that shit, bro. And the picture behind me, he's yelling and jumping around like a maniac. Loud does not equal funny. And loud does not equal cool.
Oh my God, I used to get told that all the time back when I was a screaming TikToker. Fuck. People will comment that shit now sometimes. Loud does not equal funny. I'm like, bitch, I'm not like that anymore. I still am loud, but that's not the humor. The humor used to just be that I was loud.
I'm low-key glad people are realizing this shit.
And you still did it? Well, yeah, bro, because it did well.
Because to be honest, we don't need any more fraud-ass streamers like him, bro.
I can see the hate and disgust in this man's face that he has for Kai, and it's so funny to me why he hates him so much. Because look, are Kai's reactions a bit over the top and fake sometimes?
Yeah, but just don't watch him. See, that's what I never get. Like, if you don't fuck with somebody, like, you could commentate it on a regular basis, be like, yeah, I don't like this, and this about them. But like, there's a difference between like critiquing them and going, I don't fuck with their shit, versus like actually going, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah.
To be fair though, I'm not going to sit here and say I've never done that, because there's been times where I'm like, I fucking hate this comedian. And it's like, I'm being over the top. But
yes. But are we
got to try and do that less.
also gonna ignore the fact that he's live streaming in front of 100,000 people plus every night? Like, it's his job to be entertaining and keep his chat entertained. Even if the stuff isn't that funny, would people really prefer him to be silent and straight-faced?
Well, he has to go off of chat, bro. Like, it's a genuine... If I look over and my chat's like, yo, you're mad boring, this game sucks, fucking do something else. What am I supposed to just go, nah, I'm gonna be me, though, for real, fuck y'all. Like, sometimes I will do that, and I'll tell y'all to shut the fuck up. But other times, like, I have to listen to my chat, And so he's in a space where, like, his chat controls his stream. Like, they're a fucking hive mind where he has to listen to them.
On that aspect, I'm kind of split. However, I do agree with the TikTok on Kai's fakeness with some of his reactions to things like music, because I remember seeing some clips of him reacting to some artist albums, and the songs were absolutely trash and garbage.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna, I don't know, he might be getting paid, he might not be. Who knows?
But to him, it was like he just heard the word of God.
Well, Kai's also in a space where he brings on a lot of rappers to his stream, and I wouldn't be surprised if Kai just doesn't want to step on any toes, because then he ruins future collabs. Like, if Kai was like, yeah, this Playboi Carti shit's fucking terrible, I hate it, Playboi Carti's never gonna go on his stream, and that's a score if he gets fucking, you know, Nicki Minaj and all these other people to fucking pop out on his stream, because now he's gonna make up a shitload more money.
And whether or not the song is trash and deserves the hype, like I said before, it's kind of hard to tell what's being hyped up for stream and entertainment versus him just genuinely being fake. And don't get me wrong, it is smart for him to hype up artists' music so he can eventually have them as a guest on stream. The only problem is it wouldn't be authentic. But I also don't
Now that Miranda Cosgrove collab was so odd.
watch Cenat, so I'm not
I feel so bad for Miranda Cosgrove, bro. Because I saw that collab and he's like, it's iCarly. I remember you're Carly. She probably fucking hates that shit. Imagine being Miranda Cosgrove and literally 90% of the people you meet just knowing you as Carly from iCar. That's not even her fucking name. That's just like holding on to like a role you played when you were fucking 13.
sure what the full extent of his fake
Gibby had that issue. We just talked about that. Gibby did the same. It was all of them. Freddie, Sam.
reactions really are. But what I will say is what I find even crazier.
I don't even know their names. I don't even know. What the fuck is Freddie's name? I don't know. I don't know the actor of Freddie. It's fucking Freddie. If I saw him in real life, I'd be like, oh, you're Freddie. Like, I would piss him off. Freddie Benson. Oh, you're Freddie Benson. That's not his real name. Edward? I don't know. Nathan Kress. I didn't know that. You know who probably really has it rough? Coconut Head. From fucking Ned's. What does he look like now? Rob Pinkston. Like, if I saw, bro, well, I wouldn't even know he was Coconut Head, because I would need to see the hair. All right, lock back in. We're fucking 4 minutes into this video.
Is that people who do watch him are so eager to expose him and call for his downfall. But then again, I can't even say I'm too surprised, because I did a video on Pack God like 2 weeks ago and how everyone suddenly hated him. And the crazy thing is, it's almost like an identical scenario to this one. And real quick, for those of you who don't know who Pack God is, he's a very popular YouTuber with over 5 million subscribers who blew up for roasting people in Discord calls.
Okay, but was that before or after you took a 3-foot-long Fisher-Price wiffle ball bat, shoved it up your butt, pulled your pants out, and cranked the Dougie with 8 geriatric dung beetles in the middle of an old folks home where your dad was simultaneously recording a video of himself Gangnam Style to the 2016 XXL Freshman Cypher on Facebook Live, while your grandfather was in the kitchen sink with peanut butter smeared on his forehead having a deep conversation with his toenail, and your sister was upstairs in her bedroom finger blasting herself to an episode of Henry Danger, with the same time your mom was at the farmer's market shoplifting authentic pickles. Oh shit, it's the pickle.
Disregard that. He was very popular a little
Shoplifting authentic pickles?
bit ago with him getting video views of up to 20 million. But then out of nowhere, the internet flipped on him. One day, people are praising.
Bro, you know what it is, dude? I feel like a lot of... you know what it is as well? People fuck with content creators when they're young, and then you grow out of them and think they're cringy. Like, I used to fucking love Sunday. I thought Sunday's videos were awesome. I watch Sunday now, I'm like, oh my god, dude, he's like a grown-ass man acting like a kid. And it's annoying. But that's the thing, is like, there's streamers that like grow up with their, like, I've grown up with y'all. Like, I used to be an immature teenager. I used to be I was a kid when I was on a kid when I started, and now I'm 23. Like, I've grown up, right? So I feel like that level of like, I don't know. I feel like when if your audience don't grow up with you, they're gonna be like, they're gonna leave you in the past. You know?
Everything he does, giving him.
And so I feel like maybe like the 13-year-olds that were watching him like 3 years ago are probably like, I can't watch this guy anymore.
Tons of support and acting like he's the funniest person
Pac
in the
God.
world. And then instantly overnight, he's the biggest joke on the internet. All of a sudden, everything he's ever did or said was cringe and annoying. People just didn't realize it yet. And what makes it even worse is how being a fan of his suddenly became embarrassing.
Mom, get out of my room. I'm watching Pack God. Can't you see? I'm busy.
Son, it's 3 p.m. I need some help with dishes.
I don't care about those dishes.
Oh my god, what is that putrid smell?
Now you messed up, Mom. Pack God.
Another theory, it's when I mean, this is literally just basically me re-saying what I already said. When kids start watching somebody that you fuck with, you start hating them, even though it's not their fault. The more popular you get, the younger your audience gets, because you start getting new people, and they're, like, starting to watch, and so it fucks everything up.
Channel your energy. Mom, shut your skin tone, chicken bone, Google Chrome, no home for the phone. Dear God, I hate my life. God, we just humbled her.
Now, based off this video, you guys can most likely guess what the comments are. And if you just said a bunch of comments roasting Pat God, you would be correct, with people saying things like, how did I even think Pat God was tough? Or, used to watch Pat God, broken heart, rose, rose. The main theme between all these people is they used to watch Pat God and they used to enjoy his content. But now, they find it easier to just hate on him.
I think the same thing would be with me, though, too, imagine if I still made the fucking content I made in, like, 2021. Imagine if I was still, like, you put fucking ramen in the watermelon to fix the watermelon? What the fuck were you thinking? Like, it's so cringe. Like, if I watch my old... Bro, that's what it is. They don't change their shit up. Like, it's fucking... If you watch my old videos, they're fucking terrible, dude. They're so bad. When I was like 18, 19, I made the worst content ever. It did fucking good, and that's great. I look back at that shit, I'm like, bro, I was so boring. I was annoying.
Hey, come on in. Oh, wow. It smells so good in here. Wow, I'm already in love. Don't you think that's a little fast? My capability for love moves as fast as Pat God raps.
Yeah, I'm not doing this, but you guys get the point. Pat God is simply just a victim of the internet, and Kai is just going through the same thing. But in all reality, Kai will be just fine. In the span of a couple weeks, the internet...
Yeah, the internet goes through phases of shit so fast, they'll give up pretty quickly. It'll be like 2 weeks, and then everybody will be fucking dick riding Kai again. It's like, I think he knows that too, so he just doesn't give a shit. Like, he'll just be like, all right, people are making fun of me, who cares? It'll be over in a week. Because motherfuckers have the attention span of a rat, right? It's already over? Yeah, I think people are already giving up on it. All right, next. WVid, though. I did fuck with that. That was fun to watch.